Welcome back, everyone, to the Complete Pineleaf. We are here in North Ithilien, where we have been asked to do several things. First off, we need to kill these defilers and these spires that they are making. And I don't know why they have quest rings over their heads, but that's certainly going to make things a nuisance. So I get rid of that quest right over there, and we have room in which to take this. I presume it's some sort of quest to kill orcs or something like that. We have to deal with these crazy defilers who always have something annoying to go on down there. Alright. Everything annoying on them. Alright, there you go. Goodbye. Let's get rid of that poison. Alright. While adventuring the North Ithilien, you have come upon many of the enemy's forces in the old ruins of North Ithilien and in the foothills of the Ithilien. The enemy's forces suffered a setback in Gondor, but the Dark Lord is far from bested. You should defeat the enemy's forces in North Ithilien, and I need to defeat orcs and Easterlings in North Ithilien. Well, I could do that while I'm doing other things. Besides, I need to defeat foes and actually, aren't I supposed to destroy these Death Spires or Duat Spires or whatever they're called? I think Death Spires sounds more appropriate considering what they're doing with them, right? Next! Jab the orc in the back. And we can see what to do about it. Hey, that's right! Forget to do those annoying spells that you always... Well, alright. He's not casting the spells, but it sounds like he's still throwing stuff on me. Ha! Stopped you in time for a change! How about that? There you go. Well, I've been fighting the defilers I'm supposed to be killing, but I think I'm supposed to be fighting other things also. I need to defeat orcs and, well, I haven't got to there yet. And I need to find a grip of Mordor, defeat, oh yeah, all sorts of quests in here. Defeat as many of these as possible. Now, what do I have? These two defilers are really, really, really close together. So I want to make sure I don't wind up having to deal with two at a time, because one defiler is annoying enough. Having to deal with two of them at the same time is going to be extra annoying. How do you like your orcs? Well, extra annoying is not how I like my orcs. That's all I gotta say about that. Some like things extra spicy. No, not me. There you go. Especially when spicy means nastier orcs. Ah! The last of the spires! Finally! I've gotten more than enough defilers already. It's just one more spire I need in order to finish up this quest. Also finish up the bit of the epic that says to kill a few of these guys. So I think the next part after that is going to be through a bunch of other quests. Right? Goodbye. Let's take care of the spire. Let's take care of that also. And that takes care of that quest. Talk to Thurndal at Island Varen, wherever that is. We have to get over there eventually. And I need to kill more orcs and Easterlings. And I also need to go to the next area, wherever that's going to be. Bar Aroth, it looks like. I also found some overgrown branches. Is this a quest I forgot about? No, it is a new quest. As you explore North Ithilien, it has become apparent that the roadways, which were once well traveled, have become overgrown and challenging to traverse. If the host of the West is to pass through these lands, they shall need the road to be clear. You should clear the roadways in North Ithilien. Alright. Well, that's going to be a bit to do. And I gotta do 11 more. Yippee. Oh yes, one of the things I'm supposed to be doing is patrolling these foothills of the Apiduath to see if there's anything nasty along here. And so far I don't see anything. Right. Anything? Nope, maybe everything is all nice and clear, the enemy's given up. You discover the mangled remains of a ranger who appear to have fallen a great distance. I will. If you say so. I have discovered the remains of a ranger that I can't see at all. I presume that that is Bar Aroth. And I also presume that that is some sort of wolf. But we'll have to deal with the wolf. Then we could continue along our way, because if I try to bypass the wolf, I'm sure it'll try to nip at my heels. And we can't have that, right? Of course not. Now, where were we? Let's see. So I don't think I've got any quests or anything like that to deal with the wolves. Now, is there a way into this place? Now, if this is the place where I went... New deed. Ruins of North Ithilien. Bar Aroth. Oh, okay. Now I'm supposed to be killing orcs in here. 12 of them to be exact. And fortunately, they are only normals instead of those annoying signatures that we've been finding all over the place. So it shouldn't be too difficult here. And oh yeah, they do count for that. Oh, we do have some orcs there that are signatures. So I do have to keep that in mind. But at least it's not every single one of them being a sig, as it was with the Defilers. Now, what is this over here? Oh, Orcish Axe. 1 of 8. Wonderful. Oh, hello. Archers. So we have captains, archers, and whatever those others that we've been killing already. Doesn't matter, we should have enough of these soon enough. Let's see. But I'll be supposed to be taking care of skull piles. I presume they're going to be somewhere around here. I mean, this is an orcish place. Having skull piles shouldn't be all that unusual. Right? Maybe they're up here? Oh, hello. Oh, there's one right there. As subtle as that was, I'm wondering, did I miss one earlier? See, guys, I must admit, that's not what I was thinking of when I was thinking of skull piles. So I'll have to keep my eyes open for more of those, actually. Along this way. So, axes, skull piles. Oh, there's an axe right there. I mean, really. That's nasty looking. Of course, there will be a concentration of skulls next to a concentration of orcs with a captain, a berserker, and a raider. I think that means I'm going to have a little something to eat before heading into this one. It sounds like they are going to be a little bit on the nasty side. Let's see, who should I go after first? Probably the... Let's try the captain. Ah! Stop stealing my weapons! Or who the captain was healing. Was he healing himself, or was he trying to heal the ones who barely had any damage on them? Well, that took care of that. So I've defeated orcs throughout the North Ithilien. I also reached my quota of orcs in this area. But I may have to kill a few more because I still need a few more skulls and a few more axes. This place is a bit of a maze. Oh, and of course we're in Ithilien now, which means we're going to be running into flowers all over the place. Oh, and apparently also orcs all over the place because, yeah, they love doing this to you. Right, you just enjoy charging helpless hobbits. Okay, maybe I'm not that helpless after all. I just lull the enemy into thinking I'm helpless. That's right. Alright, so now, what's up here? A pile of skulls is up here. No orcs? Maybe someone else is going through killing them. There's a treasure cache up there. Now the question is, how do I get up to this treasure cache? Do I have to jump up here? Jump up here? This is not going to be an easy jump. Alright. I suppose that's it. What a place to hide a treasure cache. New deed, treasure of North Ithilien. Oh, wonderful. How many of these are there? 12. I'm unlikely to find all 12 of those. Oh ho! There is one that I missed way at the beginning. Well, I suppose that's no huge shock. That's our last skull. Maybe I'll just take the skull of the orc I'm fighting at good measure. There you go. Ah, and the last axe is right outside the entrance. Well, that's 2 quests where I need to speak with him. Now I suppose that means clearing out more bushes. I've come down to scout around the banks of the Undoing as one of my quests over here. And it seems like that the shore is littered with the bodies of orcs that drowned while fleeing the battle. Well, that's good, but then you have this also. While exploring the shores of the Undoing, you have discovered a company of Virugs camped upon the bank. Upon closer inspection, you realize that it is none other than Jarl Gerthim and his men. Despite your terse interactions in Osgiliath, his men do not appear immediately hostile, and he gestures for you to approach. So speak with Jarl Gerthim. Alright, well, let's see if I could do this. Right now I'm worried more with that buck than I am with the Jarl. It's like, I don't want to be in the middle of a conversation, the deer come and charge me or anything like. Yeah, look at that. See what I mean? That buck just is bucking for trouble. That's what I gotta say about that. Hello? Why have you come here? Have you come to test our threats? As I said before, we have no quarrel with Gondor and no quarrel with you. Our only concern now is a swift return to Khand. And the supplies you traded in Asgiliath are of great use to us, but the gold shall not avail us until we are home and far away from the reach of Mordor. The Kundalor have nothing of our plan to return a Khan, and indeed it would be best for the both of us if they did not learn of it. The lord that offered us gold in exchange for our services is an unscrupulous fellow, and I would prefer to keep his attention elsewhere. The orcs and the Kundalar that inhabit these lands are no friends of ours, and for that reason we shall keep to the western shores of the great river. I have a proposal for you, Warden. Keep the Easterlings and orcs distracted, and we shall see you well rewarded. We're not expected to be free of encounters with them, but to have fewer will be a great boon to our company. Offer me offer me your name and your services, or depart and trouble us no more. Alright, my name is Pineleaf Needles, and I'll do whatever you need. Especially if it involves killing a few more of the orcs and Easterlings and stuff like that. Those who seek to deceive my company do not live long enough to realize their mistake. I have not misjudged you, have I? We shall expect to see you again and hear of your report near the field of Cormelon. If you do not know it, I would suggest you look for a ring of vibrant trees surrounding a meadow. If beauty were gold, this land would be among the richest. Alright, well, so I presume the distraction of them is doing the other quests I'm doing in this area. Or either that or he's going to be giving me the quest when we get to the fields of Cormelon. We have one more place to explore, and that is this hill here, which means a great deal of climbing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. A heavy shadow hangs over you, but you cannot spy what might cast it. The rain clouds, maybe? Or that bear? Just hope it's not a Nazgul. Ah, there is Island Varen, which is where we are to meet the ranger. We've done our scouting, and we've also managed to kill a few orcs. And it looks like we also have some snakes in a trap. As you journey through northern Ithilien, you come upon a curious sight. A group of rangers of Ithilien holding 4 Haradrim prisoners. The rangers of Ithilien have never been known to take prisoners, so perhaps there is a reason for this party of Haradrim has been spared. You should find the captain of the rangers in Island Varen and speak with him about the Haradrim. Well, I will do that at some point. I'll take the quest now simply because, well, I'm there and I'll have to do it eventually. But what I want to do right now is to speak with Thorndol here, since I need to finish up 3 quests.
Will you hear my plight?
While I am glad that many orcs failed in their crossing of the Anduin, I fear we will not soon see the last of the enemy's raids and their terrible flying beasts. We shall have to use greater caution in our movements, lest we be discovered from above. For my part, I am glad that you remain hidden from their sight, my friend. I shall bring these tidings to Captain on board at noon. Alright, I guess they're talking about the shadow I saw earlier. And creepy decay.
Though I know Aragorn not, a ranger will not lead you astray.
So, it is done. Fine work, my friend. The orcs burned many of our trees near the crossroads, but none thought to poison the earth like those defilers. In time, Ithilien has always healed its ills. Let us hope this time is no different. Well, if we could win the war, then I guess that's possible. And reclaiming Ithilien.
What tidings do you carry this day?
I mourn my fallen brothers, and it wounds me greatly to know their deaths could have been prevented. You've avenged them, my friend, and that is all that I can ask. This war has worn us all to the point of breaking, and I fear much of it still lies ahead. Pineleaf, soon I shall show you the way to Hinethanoon, and then you shall truly be one of our members. For those of us that remain to stand against the enemy, we must remain united and trust in our fellows. All right? And finally,
Let us hope you bring glad tidings, friend.
I'm glad that you've come as I asked, Pineleaf. Some of my brethren here appear to have captured a band of Southrons. I can't understand their purpose in doing so, as the Rangers do not often permit prisoners, or even guests. I trust that there is wisdom in their actions, but I don't have the time to remain here and investigate any further. Instead, I have that task to you. I must return to my captain on board and tell him of the many things that I have witnessed in Ithilien and on the Pelennor. I shall continue towards Hennethanoon, and then, when you are ready, you shall follow in my path. Head north along the roadway, and I will guide you to the refuge. All right. So, why did they take these prisoners? And what will we learn from them? We have to find that out in the next episode of The Complete Pine Leaf.